Hello and welcome to the mod update, The Monster in the East. We'll be playing as the Texan Brotherhood, which is basically the Brotherhood of Steel, but we've kind of pushed away from our original goal of trying to protect older world technology and gathering it just for ourselves, and are instead more of just like the general protectors of Texas. And we'll hopefully stick to that plan, but we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and start with the first one where we kind of like pick these 7 days focuses and kind of pick like our backstory. So the Attis army's flight to Texas brought the Texan Brotherhood to bear against them. Split from the Western Brotherhood, Elder Rhombus led a contingent of men west in pursuit of Attis's goons. So if we look at what we have right now, we have Lone Star Economic Advisors. We just gained some good stuff for our economy, military heritage, less consumer goods, horrible debuff to research speed, and good, well, not good, but we make it back up mostly for land doctrine and a little bit in air doctrine and naval doctrine. So we'll go into research and we'll get started on probably advanced. So let's get schools. We want work as needed or work assignments. The actual workable population will be. Let's go work as needed. Speed is always good. Is there anything really obvious here that we need? Would like to get to PA, but that's really far away. Yeah, this is the right one. Lose recruitable population factor whenever we go down there. So for now, instead, let's focus on here to get population to make up for it. We can build. Let's see. It's probably good for now. What all do we need? Volt Tech Power Armor. Some of that. Put them all across these stuff that are in lesser need. Dockyards, what do we want? 2 convoys. Get a canoe. I don't think we'll really be using Navy too much. Divisions and training. So we have riot control, which are our power armor, and rapid response groups, which are these guys. Let's go ahead and go here, and if it's possible, because it would increase our special forces cap. Maybe later we'll be switching these guys up to power armor, because I strongly prefer power armor. Make some more heavy patrol. We don't have very many guns or extra troops, but I would like to take our heavy patrol, or light patrols, and switch them over to heavy patrols. Let's go ahead and press play. We do have a lot more to worry about with bottle caps. Okay, we'll read this, and then we'll read the one behind it. Alright, the chase. The Texas Brotherhood truly began when news reached them of the rise of Attis and his army. A splinter group of super mutants hell-bent on carrying the legacy of the Master. Alarmed, the elements of the Brotherhood split off and began a long, grueling chase with the purpose of eradicating them. Before they could carry on whatever horrible schemes they had in mind, Rhombus, the leader of the expedition, had to assemble his forces for the arduous task ahead, and so he gathered a detachment of knights. Division speed, max command power, daily command power gain is good. He took a balanced retinue. Mobilization speed, which is good, and recruitable population, which is good. Tim was with them, manpower in every own state. Nah. Traveled with a few paladins. Special forces capacity going up is nice. I'd rather have the recruitable population for now. An update. Sure, we'll just go with that. Always here and always ready. A difficult situation awaited them upon reaching Texas. Approached by the remnants of the old National Guard looking for safe haven for themselves and their families, Romulus was forced to decide how to best use their talents for the Brotherhood's cause. On his travels through the land, Romulus and his detachment kept growing in size. Tales of heroic quest, the possibility of an end to superunit menace, had rallied many to his cause, and his expedition marched. Now in Texas, he and his forces encountered the remnants of the National Guard. Learning of his goal, they asked to join him, to put an end to Attis' menace. Columbus knew his group was already wary of newcomers and wouldn't accept them easily, so decided to absorb them as part of the military. That's definitely not worth it. Civilian workshops for 10 stability. So civilians, the rank of knight, 10 stability for workshops, reject them. Gain stability but lose manpower. Let's see. Is there easy ways to gain back our stability? Yeah, we can expel the riffraff, gain stability over time to cause political power. You know what? 2 civilian workshops are worth it. Members of the elite Texas Rangers were the next group to approach the expedition. Warner's formidable expertise played a key role in preparing the Brotherhood for the upcoming conflict. The Brotherhood expedition had a most peculiar group once they arrived in Texas. They sailed down preparation for the battle ahead. A group of so-called Texas Rangers met them led by a goal calling himself Lead Rock Runner. Lead Rock represented himself as the only remaining student of pre-war Texas Ranger, trying to keep peace with the land. He was appalled at what Attis had wrought upon his jurisdiction. He wanted to join the expedition and put Mutant 6 feet under. Of course, Rome was accepted the proposition. Military leader cost, and a bunch of good boosts. So, are you field marshal? No, you are a unit leader. I already had you. Okay. Let's see. I don't know what I want to give you yet. Let's not decide something till later on. Okay. The Wake of a Giant. Grievously wounded near the conclusion of the campaign, Romba's life hung on a razor's edge. Alright, the battle that followed the expedition finally reached up to Attis' army was truly legendary, to the point that wild tales are still spun today about what happened. Many talk of huge confrontations between the mightiest of the Brotherhood's paladins against behemoths in single combat, thousands of knife-inflicting righteous fury upon the cowardly mutants and shattering their will for decades to come. While all the tales, the wildest are what happened to Romulus on that day. The truth is, thankfully, he bought a farm on which he spends his retirement. Instant volunteer forces, volunteer goes down, max volunteer force goes up. Sadly, he bought the farm during the battle. Uh, Sending. Well, let's see. I remember looking. So this thing that we're in, Texas Economic Union, faction mode. Yeah, there's people in here that we might want to assist. So sure. 2% consumer goods. I mean, it's nice, but it's not like game breaking or anything. Now, what do we want? 2 systems. We have been betrayed. Can't do anything here. Okay, so we have to do this. Dallas developments or Fort Hood. The same thing. There's a fort. Let's take it. Let's read this. Rusk is, of course, a respected and honorable elder that has guided our brotherhood correctly time and time again, but if we are to be prayerful ordinance, reform our troops to be a standing military, not peacekeeping force, we'll move away from the existing doctrines of in a new way to render the wasteland safe. New vehicles, new tactics. Texas for Rusk. Rusk is right. The wasteland need is another common army, pressing its citizen, focusing more on waging war than on sharing peace. Our oath was and so Santa's day to enact a law and protect our citizens against the harsh conditions they must endure daily. Coming as a crucial task lest we forget our pledge. Organization. This organization gained recruitable population. Brotherhood guns. Rusk for Texas. There's some pretty cool stuff down here, but first let's get Dallas developments. The ruins of Dallas have proved very effective fundament for civilian life to flourish under the Brotherhood government. Let us further this with subtle involvements. The best economy is a guided economy. I don't know who we should be putting our troops against their border to be prepared for, so probably not these guys. Probably not these guys. Are you in our union? No, you're not. Maybe it's only two. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. So the Lone Star, that's pretty cool. I almost thought about playing as them. And then there's the Unity of Austin. Which are like mutants, which is cool. I mean, not cool to us, but right, let's see. What do we have? Voluntary. We cannot remove the general stirs. Santana has slumbered south of the Rio Grande since he helped drive off the Legion insurrection 10 years ago. For some reason, he has begun to stir. Conscripts and the still Legion of the General have been sighted on the river's southern banks, and press gangs have been stockpiling food and fuel. Time will tell what he's up to. This is moderately concerning. So they completely changed here. So NCR is now there's now a general here, and there's a Legion version in Lannis's cohort, which means the Legion can no longer retreat back to here and use this river to hold, unless you guys are in the same faction. Okay, yeah, you are, but no, the Legion would capitulate if they went back here, so I guess not. There's combat simulators. That's interesting. Nothing we need to use right now, but it's interesting at least. Let's see. Economic advisors, urban planning, max factors in state, or waste not, want not. Ability. Get you, sure. Dallas developments. Put you on more guns for now. So we gotta go there, then here, and here. That's weird. This requires 4 costs taken, Texas for Rusk, Lone Star's not. Let's go with Texas for Rusk so we can get that done. Alright, Rusk is right. What is next one needs? Alright, yeah, I already read that. Texas for Rusk. Which means we are keeping our current leader. Gain stability, war support. Stagnant politician, lose power, gain stability. Military background, planning speed, and self-defender. The long-standing elder of the Texan Brotherhood, Rusk is a formidable opponent for any of the Texas's... I don't know. Okay. Opponent for any of Texas' remaining raider scum. Stoic, steady, and always ready for a cigar perch on his lips. He has been clearing a path for the Brotherhood for decades. His graying hair is a sign of his age. He was alive when the Texas Economic Union was formed. Being its main opponent on the Brotherhood side of things, charismatic, well liked by the troops in good company, can often be found drinking bourbon with the troops. He wears a 10-gallon hat and sports a custom break action double shotgun, basically for the to use ECPs as ammunition in place of the more traditional slugs. So the terrifying weapon is manufactured with even the toughest super mutant Texas can offer, and his firepower speaks to that. You've got seed selection. Go ahead and get resource production so we can build what we need to. We are already making more divisions, which is good. And we can probably go ahead and already change for all of you to heavy patrol. Stonks. Alright. We aren't quite sure what the index fund is or if they even exist. Against advice from our esteemed advisor Jeremy, this investment has been great in growing the wealth of our nation. Full or maybe bearer. Did we make the decision? I remember pressing a decision. Okay. Right, now can we do this? Oh no, the Lone Star has to complete. Dang it. Rekindle the economic union. So we need the people to stay in control. Which is good. Alright, let's see. Where do we want us to go for right now? Limited deputization. Let's see, where are we? Voluntary, limited. Alright, commonplace, universal. Alright, so we don't need that unless we have manpower problems, okay? Texas for us. Brotherhood expansion, organization. Weapons ahead of time. You know what? Let's do weapons ahead of time and see if we can get anything. Our complacency and our over-reliance on existing technology could very well be our downfall in our fight among Orsa wastelands. If we are to make sure our forces are properly equipped for the battle ahead, we must do all we can to spur small arms innovation, be it civilian, competition, research funds, or even soldier-led design initiatives. The Troll Warren. Where are you? I always forget where you are. Oh yeah, here you guys are. War bands first. You guys could be fun to play. Can Lanius's cohort come down to where we are? Yes, they can. So we definitely need to be prepared for that. Conquest of Texas, Plunder the Lone Star, Rockets Red Glare. Okay, we need to be prepared for that. So, NCR, if you feel like having a good game, I fully support you. Because we needed improvised tools. Alright, Land Doctrine can get concentration of 4. Wait, no, we don't. We don't want to do that yet because we have ahead of time bonuses for them. We can get later on. Okay, needed support. What do we want? These are all ahead of time. Email the glide because we want to do air. We probably will want to. Industry, encryption, decryption. Oh, there's research speed. The remnants of Attis's army. Okay. Eden defending. Yeah, we need to be worried about you guys. Go with doctrinal thought. Oh, we can go over here. It's over here. We contact. Oh, this is like our expansion path. Let's do doctrinal thought, then we'll go over there. No absolutists allowed. Hot-blooded commander. Texas veteran. I like the recovery rate too. See, there's some stuff over here. Ghoul Ranger. Eh. The Alamo chapter does not exist. The Alamo chapter does not exist. These are some good stuff. I hope they don't exist for a long, long time. Get a water site ready. Reduce bottle gaps can construction speed, resource to market, caps income. Cool. Now, establish the listening post. In matters of war, reconnaissance is one of the most important aspects. Backup intel can make or break any operation, as such as capital to our efforts that we gain so rapidly. The establishment of radar equipped listening posts manned by trained specialists will let us do just that. Going up to military academy training is not a bad idea. No idea how these guys are still holding on, but good job. Flexible designs. Alright, so infantry. Laser pistol. Still way too far ahead. Alright. Got specialized doctrine, so we can go and get you guys get me more prioritize you for now. Bombsol and gliders come out at the same time. Force, and then we'll also get see what can we give you? Flexible, negotiator, cult of personality, smooth talker. Smooth talker definitely. Chunk rounds. Yeah, I don't want to spend any of you guys. Crusher's army declares war on the unity of Austin. You guys are in my faction. So call me in. Just a second. So the next thing we're gonna do, the Brotherhood regime. Contact with the two pets who doesn't love a good show. Approach Mr. Entertainment for the networking deal with any luck. Camaraderie and common appreciation for good television will sell the deal. Alright, cool. So how many divisions do you have? 3 to 12. Two heads, 3. Okay. Here's what we'll do. We'll send 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. Send the rest of you here. We'll send our specialists here, and then you guys here. Reasoning switch to fight alongside Super Mutants. He's going to have to win this on his own. Okay. Not send volunteers. Wait, can we send volunteers to them? No. Okay. So Crusher's army. I thought... No, Shale's army. Okay. Justify a war goal. How long would that take? Okay, that's not gonna work. Cultural policies. Alright, he works. Aid the unity of Austin, sure. Aid the Lone Star. Oh, that's great. Okay, wait. The breaking point. It is our constant efforts to help and support Lone Star in exchange for economic support seems to have drawn the ire of a large mental group inside the Brotherhood, calling themselves the Alamo chapter and having taken residence inside the historical site of the Alamo. They are composed of many high-ranking officers who think they have deviated too far from our original goal. They seek to return to our tradition and contact the other brotherhoods to once again organize a power attack. This is a devastating blow for our nation. Gain national experience. Organization down 30%, military cost 200%, civilian 10%, and I can't read that shade of yellow. All we can do is hope for the best. Is there anything we could have done to avoid that? You guys, join war. You're kidding. But you guys are super mutants. Let's see how about this is. 15, 11, oh god. You guys 2 to 12, 10. Well, I guess we'll just send everyone up here. The two beds are a most peculiar group. It seems all they care about is spreading their broadcast and bringing entertainment to the people of Texas. We've already encountered this Mr. Entertainment and talked at length about what it would take to bring them into our cause protection treaty, access to our industry, and exclusive broadcasting rights would be more than enough to swear allegiance. After all, why would they ever refuse? Texas Special. Actually, the two beds have seen the generously broadcasting contract is agreeable and signed it. Now, with them on our side, we can have our citizens get access to, let's be honest, quite interesting show. Hopefully, this is sort of Texan television entertainment industry. Wonderful. Cool. What's next? Broken apart. We need a bunch of army experience. Let's read these options. Alright, it's a long road. Army may be necessary, but there's a common solution to every problem. Extensive training campaign will take time. Over anything rash actually could put us in serious peril. Experience gained division organization for 360 days, then remove torn. The hard road, our officers will cover greatly in the Alamo chapter split, meaning we'll need to take major efforts to realize our army. The shortest path to doing so is requires large investment and therefore largest risk. experience gain 100% negative division organization for 60 days. For leadership. Yelmo was right. The penalty system with Yelmo does have a point. According to our terms, is no doubt the best way forward. We'll forge the deal. And with that, we have unfortunately run out of time for this episode. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.